Road America, folks. 29 degrees, half a tank of fuel. Go and try and show you around a lap. Look for the 4 cones up ahead. We're going to threshold brake at them. As soon as you got that last direction change done, try and get your wheels on that curb. It'll really kick you through that corner, like you could see there. Get on the gas nice and early. But a car length before the white line on the ground there, you really want to be in second gear and accelerating as you're getting to that curb there on the right hand side. Make sure you use that curb. If you're too far off it, you'll just understeer out wide. Had better runs through there, but we'll get through this. Right hand side, looking for a surface change, and that's a mark of our threshold brake. Alright, we're turning in as soon as we can. Overslowed a little bit there, but nice and smooth on the power. Slowing up before we get to this sign. If you're slowing up too much after there, you're just throwing time away. Alright, dab of the brakes to get yourself into this here. Alright. Over broke there, but that's alright. Braking before the white line. Don't be afraid, turn in a little bit early, get your wheels in this corner, it'll help suck you through. Alright, now this one, just moderating the throttle. Alright, braking. Now you really want to feed the throttle back in. Try and apex on this yellow here.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Missed the gear, that's alright. Alright, this is just a lift when you do it right. A lift, turn in about the 1, start feeding the throttle as soon as you're confident you're not going to get the off track. That wasn't real good, that's alright. So we're braking on the threshold as soon as we're straight here. Definitely had better runs through there, that's alright. Alright, touch of the brakes. And we are braking as soon as we get to this black stuff. In a straight line, turning in as soon as we're at the curb. Try and square this corner up. Alright, that's a lap around here. We're just running out to the start finish now. This will be a 207 flat by the look of it. Most definitely could get a better lap done, but too hot. Alrighty guys, so let's take you around in the chase camera here. I've lowered my view so you can see the throttle inputs. Okay, so let's break this down. Once again, we're looking for the 4 cones up here. Now we want to be threshold braking, so as I'm getting to it just before, as you can see, I'm hitting high percentage, flipping hard, and we are turning in. Let's try and get a turn in marker here, just after the 1. Alright, so really aiming to get my wheels all the way up onto this curb. Another foot over would be nice, and use as much of this off track as you can. So that's not an off track there. Feel free to use all that. You want to be using that as a consequence of taking the right speed through the corner. Okay, so this is the hard one here. So my marker, I can't use the 2 on the left. Like, I physically can't send my eyes out there. So what I do is I try and look for about, I don't know, it'd be a car length and a half before this, and we are threshold braking this white line on the ground here that I'm kind of pointing at here. Okay, so we're threshold braking again, pretty hard on the brakes, down to second here. Now we want to turn in nice and early so that we can get right up to this curb and just be riding that curb, and then you want to feather the throttle out. And I do not like using any of this curb out here. It really means that I've got on the power too early, and then I've had to do too much course correction, which is just scrubbing speed. So I'd rather V it out of that corner, you know, and try and get a good run down this straight. Okay, so I run my brake bias 1 click forward for the rest of the lap here now. And basically this this surface change on the right hand side, I'm braking just before it. Threshold braking down the hill, down to second. Okay, now I do not like getting my wheels over the left hand side of that. As you can see, that is pretty exactly where I want to be. I don't like using first there, I'll just keep it in second. This is a hard one, so if you can see those red signs on the right, I brake just before I get to there. But I want to be pulled up, done most of my slowing down by the time we get to this overpass, okay? So the last little bit of the slowing down here, if you're doing it any later than the overpass, you're probably going to lose the rear end. Alright, so I overbroke here. This is only a light scrub of the brakes, get the nose in. Alright, so just overslowed a little bit anyway. Alright, so there's another hard one. So once again, there's a white line on the ground here. I'm trying to brake about a car length just before it, really. Yep, so threshold brake again down here. Use all the track. Now turn in earlier than you think here. You really want to dip your wheels into this little bit here. Helps rotate that last little portion of the track. Now I was going a little bit quick through there, so I threw away a little bit of time on exit. Alright, so the parabolica here. This is a hard one. Okay, so we're trying to V this corner. As much as we're trying to flow through the first section, I'm scrubbing out a little bit wide here. Tapping the brake to get the direction change done. And ideally, I think that I've got on the power a little bit too prematurely here. Okay, so as you can see, I had to delay the throttle, which isn't great. So I probably threw away a couple of tenths on the parabolica as well. Okay, now this one here, I think I turned in a little bit too late, but it's just a lift. So lift and start turning in, you know, between the 1 and the 2 board. As you can see, I'm normally trying to keep the diff a little bit engaged there, but yeah, basically when you're confident you're going to make it through the corner, get back on the power and you'll be right. This one, I'm braking as soon as I'm straight, so I don't worry about cutting meters out of the track here. I just want to have a kind of wide line so that we can stabilize the car into this corner. Okay, so you can brake around the 4 board. I brake a bit earlier for safety. Once again, threshold braking, 90%. Okay, on the power, nice and smooth out of here. You can use a little bit more of that off track. Okay, so dab of the brake to get this turned in, only a little bit. On the power as soon as you're comfortable, so you can use all that out to the grass and you're all good for an off track. Braking at this black line here. I brake a little bit early this lap. And basically you want to straight line your braking zone out here. Get out to this curb, release off the brake, and you're Ving this corner. Okay, so once you hit that apex, you want to be well and truly on the power. Give you one last look at that. This is actually a tricky one if you haven't done too much Road America. But yeah, you want to start out wide and cut a straight line here. Brake in a straight line, get over that curb, get the direction change done before you get to the end of the curb. It's a kind of an easy marker using that curb on the left to do your turning. Okay, so you really get up over that curb. It doesn't disrupt the car too much. Don't be full throttle, but once you're around the corner, full throttle to run to the start finish. Alrighty, so I well expect if I did a 207 on my first practice with an old setup, I would well and truly expect to see 206.3 was my optimal. So yeah, easy 205s we'll see from Greg and the like, and Anthony Visma and whatnot. But alright guys, well I really hope that's helped. Once again, if you like this, make sure you jump over to the Player One YouTube channel and give us a like over there. We're very close to 1,000, which is fantastic. And yeah, if you like these and want me to keep doing them, let me know, because not many people have been commenting, so they aren't too much effort, but yes, I do want to know that people are watching them. Alright guys, too easy. I'll see you for the next one.